my name is Andy, the Brit in Hungary. I'm not a builder, I'm a teacher and a former professional pilot, and DIY is normally something I do just for fun. But last year, me and my wife bought a mouldy, decrepit flat in Budapest, and we turned it into 2 luxury apartments all by ourselves. This year, we've decided to do it all over again, and we've just bought ourselves another mouldy old flat to renovate. So yeah, once again, not too much progress since the last big video really. It's June the 4th, it's about 3 o'clock and I'm heading up to Budapest again. I've had a couple of flying visits, I've done a couple of little jobs, a few hours, but nothing major has changed really. School has finished now. It's the summer, so my real job is a bit slack now, so it gives me a bit more time. Unfortunately, we went away on holiday for a while, and then we went to a wedding in France, and we've just come back from a few days in Milan and Monza, doing some Erasmus stuff, visiting different schools. But now the way is clear, hopefully. I've got the back full of bits. I've just been to like the builders merchants, various plumbing, electrical bits, and we can get stuck in. Okay then, yeah. Milestones again really. What I'd like to do, this little room in here that links the bathroom and the other bedroom, we'd like to get that finished, and that'd be a good milestone. And then the most important thing is that all the major like demolition construction work is now actually finished. So I've bought one of those 1 meter cubic sack things to put in the back of the car, and we're going to get rid of all the rubbish and have a really big tidy up. Yeah, so we need to get in here now, and we can't because it's just full of junk. So this is all going to go, and then we can move into this room, the final room. I don't know if you can remember, but there was some like really old electrical bits and pieces on the wall there, and I don't think they were actually connected. There is an old meter, and it's not actually moved in the months since we've been here. And we've been asking around, like, can we get it removed? Can we do something with it? Because it just looks bloody awful. And we've given up, and we've run out of time. So I've just put this nice kind of box thing around it to hide it a bit. And I bought a little plastic hatch I'm going to put in there if we need to get into it. And I'm going to do exactly the same for that one as well. I'm just going to build a little box to hide that a little bit, make it look a bit more modern. And in here too, there's this awful kind of random meters and taps and things just sticking out the wall in this little side room. So I'm going to make a little box around that one as well. Washing machine stand, yeah, I can do that as well. And the plumbing, I've got all the plumbing to plumb the washing machine in, so that's on the list. Put the door in. And oh yeah, and I bought a proper LED for this thing. I'm fed up of banging my head on this. And the problem is, because it's one of those old bulbs that gets hot, when it hits you, you can feel it go tss and like burn your ear. So I'm glad to get rid of that thing. Well, that's a bit better. The car's nearly full though, unfortunately. The old shower cabinet, it wouldn't fit in the car, so I had to smash it to pieces, and it's all that safety glass. So I had to have a big clear up, get rid of all that, but it's gone anyway. And up here too, I've got rid of the carpet, got rid of most of the junk. They're bits I kind of need to keep. But yeah, much better, much nicer place to work now. But I'm in that milestone kind of mood. I've got a gas hob to fit here, and it's one of those nice jobs. I think I'm going to give that a go. Excellent. Good. If it looked like I was being extra careful and measuring everything about 10 times, it's because I was. Because once I spectacularly messed one of those up, and I had to completely reinstall the whole worktop because I made the hole too big.
So yes, you live and learn. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once, or something. Yeah, anyway, measure 10 times, even better. Good morning. Hey, look who's here. Yeah!
Olé!
The car's a bit full. But we're off to get rid of it all, hopefully.
Good riddance.
Yeah. It's really nice to meet some honest people. We got that 1 cubic metre bag, and the lady kind of on the weighbridge, she kind of suspected it wasn't actually a cubic metre, and she actually measured it. And rather than just charging us for a cubic metre, she said, "Oh, you know, it's not quite a cubic metre. You can come back again within 2 weeks, and you can drop some stuff off for free because it's not quite a cubic metre." Bloody lovely, great. But unfortunately, we haven't got any more rubbish. Never mind. Okay. Right. So where we're going now?
IKEA.
IKEA.
Just Praktika.
Just Praktika. Good. Let's go. Anyway, Kitty is off into town to meet one of her friends in a bit, which gives me a couple of hours to put the bed together, and hopefully we can sleep in a bit of comfort tonight. Yeah, very pleased with the bathroom actually. It's just the wash basin ended up being a lot bigger than I was planning on, and it's kind of the shower originally was just going to be one glass panel just here, but obviously we can't do that now because the wash basin's so effing big. So we've managed to find a 70 by 1 metre cabinet with slidey doors, so we're going to fit that instead. So we've had to improvise a little bit, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Outstanding. And that was accomplished incredibly quickly, which means I've got a little bit of time to have a shower and chill, and then I can go into town, and hopefully we'll find a pub or two. She's working hard. This room is nearly finished. Get that painted this afternoon, I think. And I've been busy in here. So this wall is ready to, well, almost ready to paint. That one's almost ready. A bit of a setback in here. A bit like this wall, there's a really bad damp problem. So I'm doing the same trick again. I'm kind of putting a barrier in, sort of insulated with some polystyrene, because it's pretty bad. I got the next bit ready to go in the kitchen, just waiting for the crazy foam to dry, and then we can stick that on as well. Okay, that's 2 done. Finally painting it. That's another milestone. Oh, it's beautiful, look. Yeah, that's another big milestone. Good. Right, so in here, I've worked my arse off today. That's replastered. I did all of the plasterboarding, like the waterproofing kind of thing. I've just given that a skim over. The plaster's going off. It's about 6 o'clock. We have had enough today. We're absolutely exhausted. So, if I judge a good day, we're going to reward ourselves with a new sofa.
Morning. Great. Netflix on the sofa. Brilliant night's sleep. 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready to go. With a nice cup of tea. It was absolutely roasting yesterday, 36 degrees. Today's going to be 37, hence the fan. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning and it's already like roasting hot, so it's going to be a killer today. But it's a good day for painting because the paint will dry quick. Yeah, in other news, as they say, the other two flats, it's 10 months now since we finished the first one. And they've both been like 100% full for the last 10 months. In the second flat, we've got a guy who's in there long term on a yearly tenancy. And in the other one, flat one, my favourite one, we've had a series of students in there, Erasmus students, staying for like 3 or 4 months at a time. So, yeah, that's been a fantastic success, really. And we haven't really had to try that hard. It's kind of, doing itself, which is really good. This one, yeah, it's going to be the same. This is like dedicated for students, really, this one. Because the university is just a couple hundred metres that way. And yeah, the way things are going, it's currently the end of June, and this is going to be finished by July. Oh, bloody hell. I've run out. With just that little bit left to go. I've got to buy a whole tin just for that little bit. Arse. Bugger. No more paint. Oh well. Oh. Cheers. The problem we got is the people that lived here before, I think they just, in terms of their taste and style, I think they just bought whatever was on sale at the DIY shop. This room was blue. And yeah, trying to cover it with white paint is a nightmare, so it's taking like 3 or 4 coats. It's just lovely. But look, and somebody else has been very busy. Yeah!
I'm very angry. I don't think that the Swedish have the same logic.
Well, pretty much done in here for this visit. Fabulous, fantastic, excellent and splendid. Yeah, so look, I even had enough time to start painting the stairs. So yeah, it's great. Couple of little things. I'm taking the fire surround thing home to paint because that looks a bit tatty. So that's going to go on the back of the car. I've got a little door to fit on the electric box. But that's about it. Very pleased. Indeed. Got some flooring. Next visit, in a few days' time, I can get cracking on that. And then, I can't go upstairs now, idiot. The next part is the final part. Upstairs, but we're nearly there. Very pleasing. Very pleasing. Made it, and you got no idea how many idiots I shot with my imaginary cannon. Fantastic. Greetings. My God, it's hot again. Whew. Anyway, I've had a very chilled couple of hours, and I've done the kitchen floor, and it looks gnarly. In fact, the whole kitchen looks lovely now. What do you reckon? Pretty good. Almost ready. Yeah. Put a bit there, and I've also done a bit in this little, I don't even know what you call it, like in between. So what I'd like to do, I've got one more tile to cut for the washing machine stand. I want to grab that, then I'm going to tidy up and I'm going to start doing the floor in here. It's about 2 o'clock now. I reckon I can have this done. Yeah, and the football's on at 6 o'clock, so I'd like to finish early and watch that. Nice. But before all that, I'm going to have my own little hydration break. It's bloody hot. It's really weird.
the whole space changes, and even with the floor and the furniture, even the acoustics are changing, and it's going from that hollow shell of a building, it's becoming like a home now. It even sounds different. It's really nice, actually. So yes, and last night I got here and I sat in the living room on the sofa with the rug and the table and everything, and it's just getting there very slowly, but it's a nice place. I used to dread coming here, but actually it's not nice, it's not too bad a place now to spend some time. Although an aircon is on the list, I think, especially the room by the window near the street. That's incredibly hot upstairs, but we'll see. Excellent. It's about 5 o'clock. I'm going to stop there for a couple of reasons. I'm really tired, and now I've got to do the really fiddly bits around the stairs. And if I try and do it now, I'll cock it up. And also, it's kind of, I don't like to work, beyond like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because people are getting home from work and stuff, and they don't want to hear me on the, with a jigsaw and with the angle grinder and stuff. But I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up, and then. We bought a sofa to go in this room, and it's too big. It won't. This door is 75 centimeters, and it won't actually fit. It's the sofa is 90 centimeters, and we bought it because it was cheap, and we didn't really think about the consequences. So I can get it inside here. I can get it into the kitchen. But I've got to sort of partly disassemble it, I think, to get it into the room. I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up. I'm going to have a sort of another beer, and then I'm going to try and apply a bit of logic to get it in somehow. Oof. Well, I got it in all by myself, actually, which is a surprise. It was either take this to pieces or do a bit of damage to the walls. So I have to squeeze it through here, bit of damage. I have to squeeze it through there, bit of damage, but could have been worse. So next time we should think about the size of the furniture before we buy it. Top tip. Good morning, Thursday morning. Well, I've done a couple of little jobs this morning. It's just ridiculously hot again. I just feel like doing sitting down jobs today. So what I'd really like to do, Kitty is arriving this evening, and what I'd really like to do is for her to walk in and go, wow, because I think she needs a bit of a boost, because, this is sort of, well, it's getting both of us down a bit now. We just want it finished. So I'm going to go to the DIY shop, and I'm going to buy all the little bits of trim and edge and everything, just to make all the floors and the carpet and everything look really, really nice. And then I'll have a big tidy up, and then she can go, wow, when she walks in. That's the plan, hopefully. Ta-da! Surprised?
Yeah, very.
So we just bought a new wardrobe. Look, it's very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Pretty. Very nice. Look. All done. All very nice. We're going to order the shower cabinet for next time. And then in here, look, it's finished. It's beautiful. So, you happy with progress?
Yes, I'm very happy.
Yes.
Because finally the dust disappeared.
Yes, It's clean, finally.
We've got a home feeling.
Good. Well, that concludes this visit. It's Saturday lunchtime and we're going home because there's nothing else we can do. Well, there is, but
We are tired.
we're tired, yeah, so we're going to go home. But very pleased. Even now I'm at home, there's no escape. I'm just giving those convectors a quick blow over with some heat-proof black paint to make them look a bit better. Yeah, so they look a bit smarter. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next one, which will be the final installment, I promise.